Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin Cash. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that. Before watching this one, it's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the charts. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high in May of 2021 down to the swing low back in August and July of 2021. As you can see, the 1.618 target here was sitting at $158.30. We broke below that in June last year. We had a back test of resistance in July, and after that we were just slowly coming back down to the second fib level here, which was sitting at $91. So we were targeting this level a few months before we actually got there. So all of this was on the charts, and you were able to get in and you were able to set up these buy limit orders before you actually had this wick in November. After that, we started retracing and we came up to this exact same resistance that we did back in August last year. So in February, we almost retested the 1.618 at $158. So right now, as you can see, we are running into a bit of a resistance level here, so a bit of a problem we've got at hand, and we're failing to break above that. Now, the next time we come up, hopefully we are able to break above, because we don't want to be back testing at the same level multiple times, because we're just going to get sent back down again. But the more times you retest a level, the weaker it becomes. And one thing that I've noticed here that is also very good is that we're printing higher lows ever since this low in November of 2022. So as you can see right now, we've had our low in November, we've had our low in January, we've had our low in March, and now we're printing another low in April. So far, we've been really creating an uptrend, a local uptrend here, and you still have this same resistance level, but you have another support level. So you're just coming up and you're getting tight in between these two, and at some point you're going to have to see a breakout, hopefully a breakout, because usually ascending patterns typically have got to break out. Now, there's also the possibility of us losing this yellow support trend line. So if we lose that, all of this is pretty much invalidated, really. As long as we hold this low, we should be fine, really. But yeah, if we start coming back down below that, then we're not really in this ascending pattern anymore. But you do have a support block below you that is sitting anywhere between $117 and $110. That's a massive support block for us at the moment. It was a resistance block back at the end of last year. We flipped it to our support in January, and we back tested it in March, and we back tested it at the end of March again, and right now at the end of April we're coming up to do the exact same thing. So I would say anything around $117 to $110 is a massive support level, and that's a great buying opportunity. Now you have another support block down below here between $105 and $92, and you were retesting this level all the way back here in July of 2022, in October of 2022, in November of 2022, in December and January a few months ago, and just recently here in March. So this is a major support level if you had this on your chart, because we did cover this many months ago. If you had this and you set up some buy limit orders, you could have gotten filled, and at that point, if you did get filled here, you probably were looking at around about a 25% move to the upside. So hopefully we don't really lose this yellow trend line. If we do, that only means cheaper prices for you, but if you're really looking for continuation here, then yeah, I would just be careful around this area. Obviously, don't go all in. This is not something that you want to do in any crypto, really, but the lower you go, the more you should buy. Obviously, not a financial advice, but that's the way you should be doing it if you're going smartly about, or if you're going in a smart way about it. So you buy some here because you're just bouncing off of this support level. There's a good chance we might see a move to the upside, just like we did every single time we bounced off the yellow trend line. So we buy some here. If we have a little bounce and then we drop below, you buy even more here. If we go even lower, you buy more here. But this won't happen on its own. We do need something to push the price down. In this instance, it would obviously be Bitcoin and any FUD that could be thrown into the markets. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, one other thing that you want to keep in mind is this ascending support block. So ever since January of 2022, we've had this ascending support block, and every single time you retest it, you see a move to the upside. And right now you're in this ascending support block, and you did have one fake out back in March, and that's really it. After that, you've just retested it once, and hopefully we're not going to go below, but this is a massive buying signal here. This is a pretty strong buying signal, and we have a yellow resistance trend line above. We did have multiple bounces off of it. We had a little fake out here, or not quite little, but a few fake outs afterward, but we did have a back test in March this year. And maybe if you're looking for a swing trade, you could average in here and then look for a take profit at the yellow trend line. Not a financial advice, obviously, once again. So that's what I have for the daily RSI right now. Like I said, it's sitting at a very good buying opportunity. Let's switch over to the weekly chart. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, with each bull market, our high gets lower. So potentially right now, once we get into the next bull market, we could break above this yellow resistance trend line, because that would be around about February 2025. Now, there is a possibility that we can obviously just run into the trend line and get sent back down, and $577 is going to be our peak. I don't think that is going to be the case. I think we're going to go higher. So there's a good chance that we are going to be breaking above this yellow resistance trend line. And if that happens, that's going to be a massive bullish signal, because we are breaking above a multi-year resistance trend line. So that is backed up by some volume. We are definitely going to see a strong break to the upside, and you could be targeting, you know, the previous high during the 2021 bull market, or you could even be targeting the high that we have in the last in the bull market before that in 2017. But I would not be expecting the price to go above that, basically above 3,000 and, you know, above $4,000. I would not be expecting the price to go higher than that. I know some people are very bullish on Bitcoin Cash. To be honest with you, I don't think we're going to be, you know, retesting that all-time high. I could be wrong. Obviously, I'd like you guys to be successful with your crypto. So if it does, then great. But from what I can see, we have our swing low here. We have our all-time, or one of the local highs here in May 2021. What we can be targeting, just to be conservative, is $2,340, or roughly around that area. That is the minimal target. That is the 1.272. That is what I would be looking at. From where we are right now, that is still a 1,800% move to the upside. Now, from this bottom in December of 2018, we saw a move of around about 1,861%. So this, we came back down to this exact same level here, as you can see in this bear market. So I just don't see how we're going to do, you know, more than we did here. It is possible, of course, and getting to the 1.272 is going to be more in terms of percentage than we did here in this bull market. So I would be conservative with this, and I would just be looking at, you know, 2,300. That's where I would be looking to take profits, actually. 2,000 and let me just get this on point. So $2,354. That's going to be your minimal target. That is what I'm going to be targeting anyway. And that's, you know, if you go into the bull market and you ask me where should I take profits for Bitcoin Cash, that's the price that I would give you. Now, taking a look at the weekly RSI, so this was a major buying opportunity here in May 2022, obviously, when we had that initial pullback. And from there, we just recovered, and really we haven't been doing anything. We're just in a sideways channel here since January, and this is a good buying opportunity, like I've been saying multiple times, especially with the Bitcoin pullback right now. We could see a little drop below this. That is a possibility. You have to be ready for both outcomes, so you could just start targeting this potential support that we have here. Let me just get this for you. There we go. So that could be an area that you could be targeting as resistance. So anywhere between 40 and 35 is going to be a nice support area for us to hold. As you can see, we did come back down here as support. We had a little bounce, a move to the upside, back test of resistance, move below, we broke above, and now we need to come back and retest this as resistance. So if that is going to happen, then obviously the price is going to drop below the below what we just looked at on the daily chart. So we could be coming back down to these prices here and retesting $97-ish. So if you drop below $100, just know that that's a very lucky opportunity for you. So that's pretty much everything that I have here for you guys. Make sure you let me know what you think of Bitcoin Cash down below in the comment section. So this definitely doesn't look like a good structure in my opinion over a long-term period of time. So if we manage to break above, great, we could have a strong move to the upside. 2,354 is my bull market target. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe. Bye.